Can you hear me now, folks? If you can, please shout it out. So, went through that huge intro and not a damn fucking thing was heard. But, first match of the night in the dark matches, we are in Des Moines. It is Texas Menace. And he's going to be going one-on-one with Kujo Wolf. Now, I should probably bring up my list of your intros because, damn it, I am just losing my mind here. So, while this match is getting underway, we're going to go over what I talked about during that blackout, we'll call it. So, like I said, huge matches tonight in the main card, here on the dark matches as well. I'm not going to get into that because Texas Menace is in the ring getting ready, but we had a huge title switch during the off hours of Big Dog Wrestling. El Maestro and the Fantastic Freak will no longer be called the Friday Fight Night Heavyweight Champions. They are, from here on out, the YouTube Tag Team Heavyweight Champions. That went down. We've also got the Unstoppable Wrestler Unstoppable Heavyweight Championship coming to Suicide Sunday. It will replace the Iron Man title, but will not replace the stipulation. Every Unstoppable champion must compete in an Iron Man match to keep his title. So that went down as well. I was going to lead into a surprise tonight, but I did not hear back from Cowboy John. That's his name. So that will have to wait till next week, but there is a huge pay-per-view coming in 2 weeks because I need to help build the storyline up, or a few of them anyway. And the pay-per-view will be known as Big Dog Wrestling Presents Bloodsport. Because it ain't fun until somebody's bleeding. Impressive entrance by the man known as Kujo Wolf. There is more news as well, but since I'm a dumbass and forgot to plug in my mic, we'll go into that after the show, or maybe tomorrow night. Frost Games. I'm going to WWE Live this Sunday, so to see a video you need to subscribe to Frost Games. I will definitely check out your channel, Frost Games. Now, if you are new to the stream and you have not become a subscriber, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit the thumbs up because you love Big Dog Wrestling, and hit the little bell. And Texas Menace going right after Kujo Wolf to start the match off. Kujo Wolf firing back with a European uppercut, has Texas Menace in his grips, snap suplex, beautifully done. Kujo Wolf looking a bit on fire tonight. Kick to the head, has him a bit dazed. Neck breaker, beautifully done by Texas Menace. Leg sweep, and we are hot tonight, folks. Kujo Wolf, how you doing, bro? Like I said at the top of the show, I gotta find the POW logo for your shirt, and I believe you are almost done. And dropping the fist into the masked face of Kujo Wolf, Texas Menace now in control. Rich Banks here tonight as well. And up at the top, huge splash, and it connects. I believe that's the first time Texas Menace has been able to land that splash off the top rope, folks. Elbow to the midsection. Kujo Wolf back on his feet. Irish whip. And Beautifully done by Texas Menace with that jawbreaker, but does not help him. Huge drop kick by Kujo, springboard moonsault, and Kujo is on fire. Extreme Leo 04, welcome to the live stream. And we are into our first bout of the evening. Dark matches. Kujo Wolf destroying Texas Menace. Good to hear, Rich Banks. And here we go, locking him up, gut wrench. Wow, into a gut buster. That'll break a couple of your ribs. Could this be the end of Kujo's losing streak? We're going to find out as this match continues. Huge European uppercut by Menace. And drops him across the knee. Huge shoulder tackle by Kujo, and he's pumping himself up. Thank you very much, Gav. Irish whip into the corner, and Menace fires back with a huge elbow to the face. But Kujo Wolf, with those huge elbows in return, escapes whatever Menace was trying to prove. Another Irish whip, chest first in the top turnbuckle, and here we go. Got him set up. Huge springboard clothesline. Gotta love what I'm seeing from Kujo tonight. 2, and a kick out by Texas Menace. How's it going, Joey? Blade Charge is here as well. Blade Charge, if I remember correctly, is Sparansza. And now working the knee. Kujo, pissed off at his inability to capture a win here on Big Dog Wrestling as of late, taking it out on Texas Menace. Kujo Wolf getting ready for his radio show tonight. Kujo Wolf, why don't you shout it out? Post a link there if you're able to. And here we go. Texas Menace celebrating a little bit too soon, but still connects with that huge clothesline to the back. And now, making a comeback. Texas Menace has him. And a beautiful side slam. I am also enjoying my Ryan Coke tonight. No beer at the moment. But if I start slurring real bad, you know what happened. Texas Menace, formerly known as Striper, the former United States champion. And he's got Kujo up on his shoulders, hits that modified Death Valley driver, hooks the leg. 2, and a kick out by Kujo. Here we go. Texas Menace looking to go up. Not quite extreme. Bob misses the double axe handle. And a beautiful leap. Drives his elbow into the side of Kujo's head. Belly to belly suplex. These guys are giving it their all. They don't like being in the dark matches. Who the fuck would, people? And if this ref is going to be causing us issues tonight, I think he's going to get destroyed. Snap DDT, and Texas Menace is back in control, whooping some wolf ass. Thank you very much, Blade Charge. And he's got him in his sights. Kujo Wolf in trouble. Got him back up on the shoulders. Damn. That Texas driver almost took out Kujo. Kujo now grabs Menace by the head. Gut wrench. And just going to drop him across his knee into a gut buster. Beautifully done. Gotta love what I'm seeing from these guys tonight. Irish whip. And Menace eats an elbow again for his attempts. Irish whip and Menace now into the corner. And here we go. He's setting him up once again. Got him set up, lined up. Huge clothesline. Could that be it for the former U.S. champ? 2, 3. There you have it, folks. Kujo Wolf finally finding redemption in all those losses. But he had to pay for it. He had to go through the former United States champion, Texas Menace. Nicely done. Up next, Sparansza going to be taking on Cara Young. But we're going to let Kujo Wolf celebrate first because damn, he fucking deserves it. Yes, it was the Canadian champion. I do apologize. I keep on messing that up, folks. The Blood Grinder is the United States champion. Here on Friday Fight Night is the Canadian champion. I do apologize. And as you all know, dark matches are performed as I'm doing right now. And Sparansza going up against Cara Young. There we go. Now, I'm told we have a huge surprise in store tonight. He's a bit of a strange cat, but he was my mentor. R.W. Watts will be appearing tonight in the main card. He says he's got a huge announcement. He's trained men around the world to become wrestlers. He's here. And he's got a huge surprise. But these two women, man, this is just a gift from the gods. Sparansza taking on Cara Young, looking for a little redemption. Everyone wants to appear on the main card. Can't blame them. Kujo Wolf, impressed with my new look, Pete. Much better. Thank you very much, Kujo. Like I said, just got to find the POW logo, and I will throw that on there. And he's pretty damn well complete. New comics, looking forward to this. Good to hear. Sparansza is more of a rebel. Gav, need to get my green ass a win on Saturday night. Stares down brutal. Mr. WWE, welcome to the live stream. Now, if you want people to subscribe to your channel, I'm not going to shit on you for coming into my live stream to do it. But, since you're here, you might as well subscribe. Support Pillar to Post. Support Big Dog Wrestling. And support the Circle of Steel brand by hitting that subscribe button. Yes, I am trying to figure out the entrance music for PS4. Been trying to add it. I don't know what the hell the problem is. I will get it worked out eventually. What night does HRB wrestle? He wrestles Saturday nights. Richard Banks. And here she is, Cara Young. Wild-Eyed Yeti, you are on Suicide Sundays. You are not taking tonight off. You're just not booked on Friday Fight Night. Definitely check out Kujo's Crypt on Facebook. He's got hard-working people in his company there in Wrestler Unstoppable. Not a problem, Rich Banks. You're here. It's all good. The Minions, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How you doing? Welcome to the live stream. This is Big Dog Wrestling tonight. If you're not familiar with Wrestler Unstoppable, we've got Wrestler Unstoppable characters as well as YouTubers alike here Friday, Saturday, and Sunday for Big Dog Wrestling. Blade Charge is hoping for the losing streak to be finally over. And Wild-Eyed Yeti's grinning like a fool. Here we go. Back to the action. Cara Young starting this off. Snap suplex to start the match off. And Cara Young. That busty feline. Everyone says she looks like Black Cat from the comic books. Is here. And Sparansza is going to have to battle it out for her to finally crush that losing streak. No problem, Jacob. No, this is not WWE. This is WWE 2K17. But these are characters. This is an indie league called Big Dog Wrestling, folks. And Sparansza, looking like she was finally gaining some headway, gets tripped up and a beautiful leg drop by Cara Young. Cara Young now rubbing Sparansza's face into the mat, disgracing her even further, dropping the elbow across her neck. And Sparansza fires back with an elbow to the abdomen. Here we go, Irish whip. Huge swinging neck breaker, beautifully done. And another swinging neck breaker, furthering damaging the neck of Cara Young. Going up to the second turnbuckle. Sorry for that, Minion. I am a very busy man. I can't always get to the messages, so I do apologize. Here's the first roll-up. 2, and a kick out by Sparansza. Cara Young firing back with a spinal tap. And a basement drop kick is evaded. And Sparansza connects with that modified neck breaker. Here's another hook of the leg. 1, 2, and a kick out by Cara Young. Sparansza going to drive the knee back, but she missed by a mile. Head scissor takedown. Sparansza isn't stupid. She just got outsmarted a couple of times. And a huge haymaker, zigzag-like maneuver. And she's strutting her stuff, folks. Very proud of the damage she's been putting on Cara Young tonight. We're holding Big Dog Wrestling here, Frost Games. That's what's up. My day's pretty good, Jacob. Had a late start, but it's not too bad. And now Sparansza working on the legs of Cara Young. Cara Young kicks her off and back to her feet. She goes for the hook of the leg. 2, and another kick out by Sparansza. Head scissors, and Sparansza easily outmaneuvers and escapes. I have room for one more because someone left. You give me your deets, I will add you, Minion. Here we go. Spinning her around. Cara Young fired into the ropes, over the top rope, and crashes down to the arena floor. Cara Young being counted out. We are at the 4 mark, and she's in. Sparansza firing her back out to the outside. Doesn't want this match to end in the ring. She wants to have Cara Young counted out. Maybe that's the way she's going to plan her victory. Snapmare. Sparansza on fire outside. Alex Lopez, how you doing? Welcome to the live stream. If you're enjoying the action, subscribe, like, and hit that little bell. Happy birthday to Jacob. Hashtag Jeff Hardy brand. I will make sure. And what the hell is Stephanie McMahon doing out here? Maybe she's a little bit pissed off because Sparansza has a similar outfit. Who the fuck knows? Anything can happen in the dark matches, folks. Cowboy John, welcome to the live stream. Daniel Board is hereby gone from the live stream, folks. He wants to be a dick. So he is gone. Blocked. Thank you very much. Thank you, Alex Lopez. I do not tolerate that kind of talk in the chat. You get started, you're gone. I've got moderators here now. Misses with that flying elbow. Damn, she shouldn't be celebrating at the moment. She should be taking Cara Young out. Maybe this is the problem with Sparansza's losses. She's a little too self-involved. And a basement dropkick takes the knees out of Sparansza. And we get another fool celebrating before taking the victory. Sparansza comes back. Arm wrench driving the face of Cara Young down into the mat. Little bit of a reversal there. Sparansza charges right on through Cara Young. And a beautiful roll up there. Still not good enough for the victory. Kevin George, the Beardy's manager here. And another roll up by Cara Young. 2. Kick out. Cara Young with the head scissors once again, now driving those elbows into the forehead of Sparansza. Natalia's out here now as well. I didn't see that short woman even sneak up to the ring. Both of these women got support from their mentors. Nice arm drag by Sparansza, but Cara Young fires back with a shot to the ribs. And now, beautiful takeover. Natalia with the distraction, obviously working with Sparansza. Maybe Sparansza has a new plan in there. Couldn't take Cara Young by having her counted out, so she's going to get Natalia to do her dirty work. Here we go, Sparansza. Wow, what a spear. Damn. Out of nowhere, folks. Well, look at that head scissor takedown. A kip up into a head scissor takedown, folks. And now Sparansza brushing that off. Huge power bomb. There's the pinfall. And the ref looking on like a moron. And there we go. She switches it up into a Boston Crab. Can Cara Young hold on? Oh, nice escape. Beautifully done. Sparansza not looking happy at all. So she's going to get the fans to give her a little bit more boost. Like her Wonder Bra isn't doing enough. Here we go. 1, 2, and a kick out by Cara Young. Swift kick to the back, and now a blatant chokehold. Sparansza getting frustrated. And yet again, the referee does nothing. Kicks her off, and Cara Young rolls to her feet. She's got Sparansza measured. Can Sparansza escape? Yes, she does. Beautifully done. Huge back suplex. She needs to get the job done. I want to see this woman win. Another head scissor takedown by Cara Young. And a jawbreaker by Sparansza with a rolling heel kick. Hooks the leg. 1, 2, and a 3. She is victorious at last. Unbelievable. That rolling heel kick did what it needed to do. Sparansza walks away the winner of the match. Cannot believe it. Congratulations, Blade Charge. Sparansza took the win. Yes, Sparansza did win. She might have won in a fantasy match. Maybe. I have to look at my records, folks. Could be her second win here in Big Dog. I'll check the records. I will be doing a show this weekend, Sunday, at around 2-3 p.m. before Suicide Sunday kicks off. We're going to have some interviews, folks. We're going to have I believe 2 or 3. One of them being Tyler Black. The other 2, going to be a little bit of surprise. She never had her fantasy match, so her second win. I'll call it her second win, but she's been on quite the losing streak as of late. Congratulations to Sparansza. And up next, Seeker. Going one-on-one against B Daddy Mojo. Zokon says, yes, still better than the Divas Revolution crap, and I fully agree with you. And like I said, up next, and it's going to be Falls Count Anywhere, Seeker going one-on-one against B Daddy Mojo, and I'm thinking it stands for Big Daddy Mojo. He still has not clued me in. No, you cannot be a mod. Only those I know and trust are my mods. That is Devilish. That is Wrestling Mama. That is Cowboy John. And that is also Tyler Black. From here on YouTube.com, folks. Are you looking for someone who has training dealing with El Chupacabra? What the? Huh? Yes, it is a battle of the big boys. These two, man, quite the stature on these folks. Kevin George. That is also the Beardy. $1 Million Future. He says he's new, and I want to welcome you to the live stream there, $1 Million Future. Mad Mike, welcome as always. Gav says, I bet the Seeker is into feet. This guy here, he doesn't want to know. It's the Battle of the Giants. Pick your winner now. Could it be Seeker or Mojo? Tell me in the live chat. See, Grant is already calling for Big Daddy to kick some ass. Got Mojo again. Evan Lee, I unsub. Kujo Wolf, okay, Pete, gotta upload some audio to the studio. Hope to see you at Kujo's Crypt. That will definitely happen after the show tonight. Michael Hanran, Crypto Zoo Mahler, still recruiting for Crypto's court, and there he is. Look at the size of that man. He did as I asked. He put some trunks on. Thankful for that there, Seeker. I do appreciate it. I don't know why he wore the flip-flops, but I guess he figured protect his feet a little bit. And here he is, barefoot as always. B Daddy Mojo. Tonight at 11 p.m. Good to know. Well, first, to be trusted as a mod, I gotta know you for one. Two, I gotta be able to trust you. And to trust you, I gotta know you. Ooh, Blade Charge is worried about her wrestler's cocky nature. Also, Sparansza first fight was against Bubs, which was a win. There you go. Thank you very much. She did lose to Cassie in the 3 versus 3 match. Dark Wolf. And welcome back, Minion. Let's get this match on the road. These Titans looking to lock up. Mojo fires off right away with a huge neckbreaker. Shot to the face with a huge elbow. And Seeker hits that overhead belly-to-belly suplex. Picking up Mojo. Big mistake there. Short arm clothesline by Mojo. Here we go. Mojo working him over. Stomping the lower back of Seeker. Hooks the head. Huge hip toss. Nicely done. And now stomping on the chest of Seeker. How ridiculous does that man look wearing slippers or flip-flops? There is no titles on the line tonight, Minion. These are booked matches. We've got a big pay-per-view coming in 2 weeks. That's when you'll see title matches. And Mojo fires Seeker up against the announce table. Using the baseball bat. Doesn't continue, however. Again, Seeker meets the table. Kicks away, and now Seeker going to work on Mojo. Seeker is part of the Naked Revolution. And Eva Bloodyard says, I predict winner puts loser in a figure 4 toe lock. Damn, that's got to be a hard one to accomplish there. And here we go. Seeker still in control. Beautiful. Nicely done. Seeker just planting Mojo on his face. 1, 2. Not even a 2 count. Too much life left in Mojo. We will see what happens, Minion. Rich Banks says he lost audio again. Can you hear me? Mojo celebrating a little bit too soon. Okay, so audio is fine. I can stop checking out my audio. Oh, the figure 4 coccyx lock. I don't even want to imagine. and Seeker. Mojo still at it. Huge back body toss. And Mojo gets a boot to the gut for his troubles. Haymakers. And now, double underhook suplex. Seeker in control. This match continues on the outside of the ring. The Beardy would love to have a match here. Well, we'll see what we can do. If there's any other departures from Big Dog Wrestling, we'll see what we can do for the Beardy. And going up. Wow. Unbelievable 450 splash. For the size of Seeker, I cannot even believe he can do something like that. And the trifecta of German suplexes now hit. Mojo's life hangs in the balance, folks. He just did the naked splash. Hooks the leg. Referee out of position. 2. And a kick out by Mojo. Well, congratulations, Minion. And now a back body drop. Mojo back in control. Picks up Seeker. Hooks ahead. Nails the DDT. And here we go. Fires him into the ring. Mojo rolls in right after him. Picks up Seeker once again. Huge mistake with an elbow to the abdomen. And Seeker now has him up. The Olympic Slam, folks. 1, 2, 3. Mojo goes down again. And as always, you lose in dark matches. You stay in the dark match. Blade Charge says, Bub's got me pissed with the copycat outfit. Raven the Enchanted is in. The Queen of Big Dog Wrestling has arrived. She's a spectator at the moment, but she's got a huge tag team match with her partner tonight. Holly, or is it Cyanide? You'll never know. Beardy is Wrestling Mama's stalker. Okay, good to know. And there's your winner of the match, folks. Simply known as Seeker. Minion, I am in a live stream. I can't simply go over and download your character. Please, calm yourself down. And up next, last week they ran into a little bit of conflict with each other. Matt Andrews and Joey Leroy tagged up last week. Joey Leroy claiming Matt Andrews cost him the match by not tagging him in when it was necessary, trying to hog the glory. So tonight they're going to fix their shit and see what happens from there. So it is Matt Andrews, and it will be a table match, because if you're going to resolve some conflicts, you might as well put someone through a table. I bet that Cassie Cage mix rip-off influence some wrestlers. What? To be... whatever. Sorry, guys. I had to leave for a minute. My internet was acting up. Hopefully, I fixed it, but I'm back. Good to hear, Cowboy John. You got a big matchup tonight as well. And I need to talk to you after the show, Cowboy John. I've got some stuff that needs some of your attention. But we're going to have Big Dog Wrestling Friday Fight Night before we do that. Nuke Comics is cheering on Leroy. You got this show. Show them what the Demented Hellraisers are all about. Raven, you ask away. If you got a question, the Queen has got the right to speak. Joey says, oh, I will win. I haven't lost a single match yet. That's right. Your tag team partner last week took the fall. When are you going to make me a damn cup of tea? Wow, Jesus Christ. The Queen demanding a cup of tea, folks. Maybe that's something the referee can handle. Maybe the referee can actually do a simple job of making a cup of tea and delivering it to the Queen of Big Dog Wrestling. How's that fucking sound for you, folks? And there he is, Matt Andrews. Live stream is looking beautiful tonight. And there he is. Now, I want to let you guys know I've been doing some entrances without contacting people. I thought they kind of fit the characters a little bit. So, I'm hoping if you got a problem with your entrance, you come to me. Haven't done Joey Leroy yet. But, ladies and gentlemen, the arrival of the deranged psychopath. He stands at 5'6" and weighing in at 195 pounds. He hails from the wayward and dangerous streets of Riverside, California, representing the felonious contraband. He is the hardcore competitor with a never-ending taste of destruction. He is the psychotic orphan. He is Joey Leroy. Now, if you want an entrance done like that, there is a place in the Wrestler Unstoppable Fed called Pillar to Post where you can post an introduction for your character. And I will use that introduction and maybe tweak it here and there. And I will use it for the show. I just don't have time to do it all. And here we go. Joey Leroy fires off with a huge, reversed. Swinging neckbreaker reversed into a neckbreaker by Matt Andrews. Basement dropkick to the shoulder blades. Matt Andrews. Maybe he's a little bit pissed off too. Spanish fly out of nowhere, folks. Here we go. Matt Andrews jumping out over the top rope. Grabs the table. He's looking to end this quick. Leroy fires off with a haymaker, misses the first shot, but look at that. Irish whip, huge elbow, and takes Matt Andrews down. Leroy got the table, folks. Propping it up in the corner, Matt Andrews hot on his heels. And here we go. Has Leroy against the table, knife edge chop. Nicely done. Andrews on fire, and it's good to see. Maybe his head climbed out of his asshole from last week's incident, and we see a victory here. Leroy gets knocked down by a missile dropkick, and Andrews continues to work on him, stomping on his back, his ribs. Leroy fires him into the table, delivers his own knife-edge chop, taking Andrews down to the mat. This isn't going to be your regular wrestling match, folks. This is going to be a knockdown, drag-out fight. These two need to solve their issues, and they're going to do it like men. Beautiful tilt-a-whirl arm drag. Picks Leroy up. Andrews in control for the moment. Irish whip right into the corner. Lands against the table. Knife edge chop once again. Leroy crashing down to the mat. Andrews picking him up onto a knee. Backhand chop to further insult the man. Irish whip into the opposing corner. Andrews picks him up. We're going to go a little bit. Wow. High risk with that Frankensteiner. Andrews has the table, moving it around the ring, needs to be repositioned. There you go, props it up on his legs, but Leroy not happy with it. Smashes Andrews in the face. Nice. Now all I want to do is see a little bit of blood, and this show is aces in my books. Wow, huge spin kick. Leroy fires back, and a drop kick completes that combo. Swift kick to the chest. Andrews looking very much worse for wear. See, Raven, I could have made you a cup of tea, but I'm busy enjoying my rye and coke. Andrews getting his ass handed to him at the moment by Leroy. Joey, very impressive tonight. And we've got Fred Starr as well. Fred Starr, if you remember, Suicide Sunday, lost his title to Stubby. He has been traded to Saturday Nights, folks. Here we go, up top, high risk. And he's calling for Andrews to get his ass up and take it like a man. Crossbody wipes the table out in the process. Here we go, fires Leroy into the corner. Andrews with another Irish whip. And a huge flying forearm. Here we go. Inverted DDT. Could be all she wrote. How's it going, Sneak Man? Welcome to the live stream. You're here to have fun like we all are. Welcome to stay. Thank you very much. Do appreciate the subscribers as well as the likes. And a huge enziguri. Damn, Leroy on fire. Elbow drop now, working the knee. Pounding away. Trying to disable Matt Andrews. Andrews fires back with a jawbreaker. Arm drag by Leroy. Tit for tat action going here, folks. Goes for a suplex, get his knee driven into the top of the head, and the whippersnapper, folks. Matt Andrews trying to pull off a little Stone Cold action here. Just wasn't as unique as Stone Cold Stunner. We're calling it the whippersnapper. Snapping the neck, Leroy in a whole lot of trouble. Raven wants to fight Leroy in a cage match. Well, maybe that's something we can book for fantasy night. I do apologize, women cannot face men in WWE 2K17. I do apologize. Blatant chokehold, but it doesn't matter. There's no rules. And look at that, Leroy all pumped up. It's going to be a match that you're going to have to work it out in Wrestler Unstoppable. Males cannot verse the females. Misses with that high knee. Oh, jeez. Who do you think could actually consider losing this match? 2K17 is going to say Leroy lost. But if you watch the replay, folks, it was Matt Andrews' head going through the table. Went for a Frankensteiner and put himself through the table. I don't know if I can call this a win for Matt Andrews. Look at that. Right there. Devilish is in for action tonight. Sibel Ophis as well. It is a very controversial victory, folks. That man's head broke the table. Leroy never touched the damn thing before it broke. I see a feud building here. Why not? Michael Hanrahan says this should be resolved in a tag team match. And up next, I'm going to call that match a fucking draw, folks, because there is no fucking way I'm going to hand that win to Matt Andrews. Why? Because the referee is fucking out of his mind. Gator Dean going one-on-one with El Maestro. He's got to face a giant tonight, folks. If you don't know El Maestro, he is a giant of a man. Gator Dean might as well go back to the swamps and wrestle his gators for a little bit of extra practice fighting off giants. Fire that ref and I'll throw a ref shirt on. I wish we could do that. By the sounds of it, 2K18, we will be able to have special referees once again. See if either of these guys sent me a introduction for their character. Absolutely not. So, I'll swing it. Wild-Eyed Yeti, no worries, man. We're just fine without your nakedness as a referee. Don't you worry about it. And here he is. He's short, but he's shown to be tough as nails. Wrestling gators all his life, and now he's in Big Dog Wrestling. He is Gator Dean. And yes, Demented Hellraisers will be taking on Counts of Celtic Crypto. There will be another match between Leroy and Matt Andrews tonight. Most definitely. Thunder King, welcome to the live stream. Thank you very much. We don't have coccyx tape. Well, we need a lot more than that to cover that man up, man. Have you seen the size of fucking Wild-Eyed Yeti? He's like 7 foot what? Hello, Raven. Glad to see you back. Cowboy John still here. Everyone begging Yeti to keep his damn clothes on. And here he is, one half of the tag team champions, the YouTube tag team champions. One tall motherfucking guy, man. El Maestro. Devilish says a P-Pod covers Yeti just fine. I feel sorry for you, Yeti. Every now and then a guy does have that issue, I guess. I haven't met any guy like that yet, but I do feel bad for you. Here we go. There's the bell. And the lockup. Gator pushing Maestro into the corner. The ref's going to have to break this up. Here we go. At least he does that job correctly. Getting in the way is what he does best. Swinging neckbreaker. Nicely done by El Maestro. And now working over Gator Dean, but gets the leg swiped right from underneath of him. Dean now working on the arm. And the big man's flopping around like a gator fresh out of water. Here we go. Picks the big man up. Irish whip. Hits the ropes. And does absolutely nothing. The big man just blocks him like a fucking tool. Here we go. You're going to have to be a whole lot bigger than that, Dean, in order to knock over a man the size of El Maestro. Shot to the back. Getting all pumped up. He's back in the swamps fighting gators for a moment there. And a huge back suplex. Wow, missed with that springboard moonsault. Paying for it. Landed flat on his fucking belly. Gator Dean. Short arm clothesline. Takes his head off his shoulder. And El Maestro showing him how the job gets done. Gator Dean in the chat. How's it going, bro? Huge suplex by this monster of a man. And now working the arms. Your arms are dumb. You can't wrestle gators or giants like El Maestro. Chris Skelly, welcome to Pillar to Post, and we are having Friday Fight Night with Big Dog Wrestling. These are wrestlers created from Wrestler Unstoppable and YouTube podcasters. And a shot to the breadbasket. Gator Dean clotheslines El Maestro into the corner, taking him down. And a huge drop kick with the assist of the ropes. Nicely done, Gator. Here we go, roll up. And now look at the power of Dean. Damn. Mr. Moneybags, Christopher Price. And that was good for a 2 count. Yes, there was a huge controversial victory in the tables match. And there's that double knee attack, taking the big man down. Hooks the leg. Gator Dean. 1, 2. And a kick out by the tag team champion, El Maestro. Getting himself all pumped up again. And now stomping on the ribs of the champ. And now working that tricep. Kicking the crap out of the arms of the big man. Gets his knee kicked out. And El Maestro is back on his feet. But, reversal, folks. Huge power bomb. Dean, if you ain't feeling that from over where you're sitting, feel bad for you, son. Snap DDT. And El Maestro back on top and on fire. Here we go. Roll up. 1, 2. And a kick out once again. Yes, all refs do suck in 2K17, folks. Or it's the fact that I hired them for free. Don't know. Maybe they're just a little bit pissed off at me. Here we go. A lot of action going down. And El Maestro trying to catch his breath back. And he's got Gator Dean measured. What are we going to see here, folks? Has him up on his shoulders. And the Gator just took a nap. 1, 2. And a kick out by Dean. Yes, being drunk is a qualification here in Big Dog Wrestling for being hired as a referee. Or a champion, for that matter. Here we go. Huge forearm drives Gator into the corner. Fires back with a huge boot. And now a side suplex. Takes the champ down. There's the pin. 1, 2, and a kick out. Easily done by El Maestro. Gator Dean rolls him back up, and a super kick right to the much. And still, no one has bled here tonight. I am very disappointed, folks. And now going to work with his feet all over El Maestro's face and body. There's the double leg takedown. And here we go. Another snap DDT. And finally, the Crimson Mask flows here on Big Dog Wrestling's Friday Fight Night. And once again, someone's friend from WWE has come to the ring. Aiden English has joined us. Tosses El Maestro out. What are we going to see here? Hits the ropes. Nicely done. 2 feet right to the chest sends El Maestro right into the barricade, flat on his back on the arena floor. That's because you waxed your coccyx to make more aerodynamic? What the fuck? Holy fuck. Oh, damn. And Aiden English now interfering, distracting El Maestro on Gator Dean's behalf. What an asshole, folks. I expected so much better out of Gator Dean. And those huge blows to the ribs and now the face. But Gator Dean rolls it around and now hooks the big man up. Side suplex into a bridging pin. 1, 2, and another kick out because we got a slow-ass referee. He says it's all smooth and battle ready, folks. Wild-Eyed Yeti, eager for Suicide Sunday, and look at the power. What a power bomb by Gator Dean. And again, El Maestro simply just booting out of it and back on his feet. He says it's over. 1, 2, and a kick out by Gator Dean. Here we go, working that already busted open forehead. How bloody can we get? As bloody as we want. Are we going to see the Gator death roll tonight? Huge Frankensteiner. Nicely done. Takes the champ down. And now Gator Dean back in control. Look at the blood flowing into the eyes. And there it is. That super kick to the face. Connects right with the mouth, folks. Gator Dean, impressive tonight against one half of the tag team champions. Can Adam Garen do as good or as well against the Fantastic Freak? We get a huge leg drop. And Aiden English once again distracting El Maestro on behalf of Gator Dean. Can't always give the refs what they want. If we did that, they'd probably do a better job, and then we wouldn't have anything to bitch about. Enziguri takes him out. El Maestro getting a little bit of a reality check. Just because you're big doesn't mean you're not going to fall. And another kick out. This match continues. Poor ref is an indentured servant. Yes, he is. They haven't earned their keep yet. Yes, I did see what you did there. Here we go. Stomping on the already bloodied face of Dean, and now dropping that knee across the neck. El Maestro has Dean measured. And a float over, hooks the stomach, and bam! You get a German suplex for your troubles. Here we go. Has him hooked. Nice. El Maestro back in control, now working the shoulder of Gator Dean. Gatorade with an E. Is that what I'm getting? Here we go. He's got him up on his shoulders. We've seen it early. Striking up the band. Hooks the leg. 2. And another kick out. Unbelievable, folks. Another German suplex by Dean. This match could go either way. Springboard crossbody fails. And El Maestro now working on the knee of Gator Dean. Arm wrench. Shoulder breaker. And now a nice arm drag. Dean in control. Wow. Look at the power. Gorilla press slam into a gut buster. And if that ain't enough for you, misses a drop kick to the shoulder blades, but fires back with a rib shot. And now those swift kicks across the knee. El Maestro taken down. What about the scent of HC's ass? What? I don't even know what the hell's going on right now in the chat. Here we go, El Maestro. Huge shoulder tackle. Absolutely unforgiving match, folks. Stomping on the arm, trying to dislocate the wrist and the elbow. And he's got him up on his shoulders once again. That modified Death Valley driver connects, hooks the leg, 2, and it's finally over. El Maestro, victorious once again. He has found himself back on the main card next week in singles action. But there's 2 teams he's got to worry about. They're going to be facing each other tonight to decide who will be taking on the tag team champions at Big Dog Wrestling's, Big Dog Wrestling presents Bloodsport. And that is the Bullies of Destruction and the Death Dealers. Gonna see a little hell being raised tonight. Impressive match on both men's behalf. Cannot take away from either one of these men what they did in that ring tonight. And the last match in the dark match singles competition is up next. Adam Garen versus Fantastic Freak. Pete Bonnie in the house. Is that what I heard correctly? I've missed too much in the chat. There he is, the big man, simply known as Fantastic Freak. I am not too bad at the multitasking if I'm keeping my eyes on both things, but I wasn't tonight. Do apologize. Yes, he is the Adrian Adonis, Rico of Wrestler Unstoppable. That is for fucking sure. Can Adam Garen get past the giant known as Fantastic Freak? You guys pick the winner in the chat, folks. I'm seeing Fantastic Freak as the victorious one. But you never know. Can take a peanut to take down a tree. Fantastic Freak is the chosen one to be the victorious one tonight. We'll see. It's unanimous. Freak for the win. Raven says she beat up a peanut today. I can imagine. He's here in Big Dog Wrestling as well. Here we go. Gav says Garen for the win. And there he is, folks. Adam Garen. I believe he is 5'8", if I am correct. Never underestimate Adam Garen. His blue hair gives him enormous Smurf-like strength. After that entrance, I might change my pick. Author interruption, man. What is going in today? Raven Enchanted says he is definitely not sexy. What, you didn't like the blue hair? And here's his opponent. Standing at a whopping 7 foot tall. He is simply known as Fantastic Freak. Blue hair is not Raven's thing, she says. Gav says you can't all be as good looking as he is. Oh geez, wonders if he's got blue pubes. I think I'll leave that up for Adam Garen to answer you, Evie. Look at the size of that monster. It ain't bad enough you're that tall, you gotta wear spikes to the ring. Christ. And here we go. There's the bell. And Garen locks up right away, but futile in his attempt. Gets tossed across the ring by Freak. Now's a trapezius claw. Garen sweeps the leg. Counters. And what the hell, folks? Swiveling them hips. It's got to be the Smurf hair, folks. And he's paying for it. By the Fantastic Freak. Catches him off guard, sends him to the ropes. Huge boot right to the chest. Takes Freak down. And now stomping on the masked man's face. Oh. Wrestling Mama throwing up a little bit in her mouth. Freak hitting the table, knocking over the cowboy hat of that loser known as JBL. I don't even know why he's here, folks. It's one thing you cannot interchange in WWE 2K17, which I would love, is to take away them goddamn commentators. Adam was in control for a minute. Back again. Throws Freak to the barricade. Stops himself short. Picking him up for a rear backdrop and pays for it with a shot to the head. Follow-away slam. And Freak is back in control. Rolls into the ring. Raven's blue hair, by the way, as well. Says Yeti. And wow, what a quick match. Garen got counted out. Well, obviously his ass is staying on the dark matches. Did not see that coming. And I agree with Crypto, that sucked. What a cheap victory by Fantastic Freak, but a win is a win. Peanuts, how's it going? Very proud of his actions here tonight. Wow, I cannot believe that. Count out victory for Fantastic Freak. But up next, the #1 tag team contenders match for the YouTube tag team titles. Either of these teams will face Fantastic Freak and El Maestro at Bloodsport. It is the Bullies of Destruction going against Death Dealers. And it will be in an elimination tag team match. Bullies of Destruction is Josh Pinter, Bully the Dominator, Dylan, and they'll be taking on the team of Devilish and Muertes. Yes, there is a tag title for each show. This one has been changed to the YouTube tag team titles. We've got the Saturday tag team titles, and we've got the Suicide Sunday titles. There's a lot of tag teams popping up recently. I'm loving it. Makes it more unique, but the women's tag team scene looking a little bit barren, so we are allowing cross-brand fights going on. Peanut 19.5 and Pillar to Post 03 on YouTube. You tell me. 19-5. Not too bad. A big matchup here. Whoever gets the first pinfall, their opposing team is in a world of trouble because it turns into a handicap match. That is the stipulations here for this match. There's 2 falls. Tyler Black says it's time to take out hell. Easier said than done. But then the Bullies of Destruction are undefeated to this point here in Big Dog Wrestling. Can they take out Hell, the team of the Death Dealers? We're going to find out very shortly. Blade Charge, we are going to figure that out. I got to see if it works here. I think it's right now just in Wrestler Unstoppable. It'll be Mordecai and Sparansza in Wrestler Unstoppable for the time being. And here he is. Bully. Dominator. Dylan. Anthony Ryan says, the dog is here. Thank you for the compliment. Baronets, do they look like fucking women to you? This is an undefeated team, by the way. And you're going to call them out as baronets? They are a part of Crypto's court, by the way. But I will not have them being called baronets. They are fucking dukes at the least. Hey, Skull is 8-ball around. Michael Hanrahan says there are no dukes as of yet. And this man right here, they are related by blood. He is Josh Pinter. Big fan of John Cena, as you can see. This team is here from YouTube.com. They are the Bullies of Destruction. And here they come, folks. Straight from hell. They're looking to burn Big Dog Wrestling down to the ground. Rule. And have everyone compete within Hell's ring. They are Devilish, the YouTube heavyweight champion, and his tag team partner, Muertes. They combine as Death Dealers. And damn, if the Bullies of Destruction haven't had competition up to this point, they've got it now. And look at them leaving the ring, showing a little bit of respect for the Death Dealers. I don't know, I want to pick both teams for the win, but you've got the YouTube heavyweight champion in the ring, and you've got the man of 1,000 deaths. Who do you side with? It's a struggle. But only these four men can decide who's going to walk away the #1 contending team. Bully Dominator, huge slugger, hits the backbreaker. And now working over the YouTube champion, Devilish. Devilish lands that huge elbow. Obviously, I got to set his moves. Tilt-a-whirl leg scissors. And takes down Bully Dominator Dylan. And now dropping that knee across the bridge of the nose. And again, just for good measure, Devilish looking pretty impressive tonight against the Dominator. Picks him up, drops him across the knee. Nice backbreaker. John Parsons, how's it going? Thank you for the like. And Mil Muertes in the rings. Irish whip and a spear gets turned into a DDT. Mil Muertes flat on his belly, but fires back with a huge belly-to-belly. Nicely done. And now that trapezius claw. And a leg sweep. Nice reversal by Dominator. And goes for the tag. Josh Pinter now in. Eric Cardenas. How's it going? There's your shout out for the evening. hits the ropes, and I believe that was a forearm. And now it's turned into a slugfest. Irish whip once again into a kitchen sink. And now booting the knee from Muertes. Muertes fires back with a huge blow to the face with a boot. Josh Pinter getting taken off guard with those elbows. Nice amateur style takedown by Muertes. And he's going for the tag, and the big man hits the ring once again. Stomping on the arm of Pinter. Devilish. Springboard moonsault. Very uncharacteristic for a 7-foot wonder. And here we go. Pinter now in control, working the arm of Devilish. Needs to make that tag and does so. And in comes Dominator. Huge blow. Takes Devilish down. The YouTube champion fires back with a boot to the face. And Dominator's out for the count. And a DDT. Nicely done by the champ. Like I said, I haven't gotten everyone's moves as of yet, but we're getting close. Here we go. Dropping the neck across the knee. Nice neck breaker. And Muertes pumping up. Here we go. Slamming Bully Dominator down. Devilish says he's bendy like that. And Dominator working over Muertes. Hits the tag. In comes Pinter. And a huge European uppercut takes Muertes down. Nice float over by Pinter. Takes the knee out of Muertes. And now a huge belly-to-belly suplex takes the man down. He is the Devil's Reaper son, but he hasn't been reaping much souls tonight. Pinter dropping the knee across his neck. Quick tag. That's how a team should be working, folks. And here we go. Picks him up. Beautiful neck breaker. Nice modified back suplex into a neck breaker there, folks. And a European uppercut by Muertes. Hammerlock. But it gets reversed into a DDT. Nicely done by the Bullies of Destruction. What are we going to see here? He calls it the Beast Clash. 1, 2, and a kick out. Here we go. Hits it. Bad Street gets hit. And there's the breakup by Devilish. Instead of knocking out Bully, runs straight over the ref. Or the Bully Clash might have been wrong. Leg sweep by Muertes. He should be thinking about the tag at this moment. But he's got other plans, folks. Hits the spear and reaps the soul of Bully Dominator Dylan. Here we go. 1, 2, and a kick out by Bully Dominator. Dylan looks worse for wear, but fires back with an elbow to the ribs. Muertes caught off guard. Reversal. And Muertes with that, now reversal into a crossbody. Here's the cover. Sloppy pin, folks. 2. And there's the break by Devilish. Dylan firing over on the shoulder blades. Has them set up. Huge power bomb. Rolls him over. He's not done with him yet, folks. Oh! A low blow and the ref does nothing again. Damn. I'm feeling for Muertes right now. and gets the bully clash. 1, 2, another break by Devilish. Also, a good way to play the tag team rules. He's measuring Muertes up as it locks. Damn, bad streak. Hit once again. 1, 2, and a kick out by Muertes. Devilish hits the top rope. What the hell? Huge short arm clothesline rips the head off of Dylan. And now Muertes is measuring Dylan. Can he hit it this time? Yes, he can. The Soul Reaper. What are you doing, man? Take the victory. The #1 contendership is on the line. And here's his comeback, folks. And drops Dylan flat on his back. And he's saying, get your ass up, man. Take it like the bitch you are. Has him up, and there it is. The choke slam. Damn. With conviction, folks. And beautiful hip toss. Nice evasion. And Dylan rolls out of the ring for a little bit of protection and pays for it as he comes back into the ring. Muertes got him up. And he's got his own powerbomb, folks. We'll call it the plunge into hell. Awesome. How's it going? Dylan rolls away but gets caught in a headlock. And a huge backbreaker. Mil Muertes in control. Dominating the Dominator. Making him kiss the mat. If it wasn't for that mask, you'd see a very pleased man. Here we go. Spear. Rips Dylan in half. And you can see Muertes is a bit gassed. Makes the smart move. Devilish in for the tag. And we get a hook of the leg right away. 2. And a kick out by Dylan. And now Muertes working on the leg. Little bit of a dirty move going on right before. And look at that drive-by knee. Now working the hamstring. Devilish. Over the shoulder. Back body drop. And Dylan is back in control. Goes straight over to his partner and Josh Pinter. Finally back in the ring. Little stare down, Irish whip, and a power slam. He says it's over, folks. Rest in peace, bitch. You're going down. And look at the display of power here. Wow. 1, 2, and a kick out by Pinter. Looks like Raven needs a cold shower, Gav says, but she assures everyone she's just fine. And look at this. Damn, jackhammer. 1, 2, and a kick out by Pinter once again. Both these teams not willing to lay down. They want that shot at Fantastic Freak and El Maestro for the YouTube titles. And why wouldn't they? Muertes recovering in the opposing corner and knocks down Dylan. And now a clothesline. Didn't reach it all. Pinter has Devilish up. Flapjack. Gav's not, he's dirty, Holly Cyanide says. And a reversal. Club and blow to the shoulder blade. An arm wrench takedown. Drop. Leg drop to the arm. Nicely done by Devilish. Sloppy pin, however. Very confident. And Dylan back in the ring, but the ref actually doing his job. Here we go. No, blocks the haymaker and comes back with a forearm shot to the jaw. Has him up. Wow. It is known as the Osaka Street Cutter, folks. I don't know what Pinter's calling it. 2, and a kick out by Devilish. Very intense match we've got going on. Cowboy John enjoying himself. And Bully Dominator Dylan in the ring once again. Here we go. Spin kick, Irish whip, and a huge drop kick. Another. And now a swinging neckbreaker to finish off Devil-ish. Here we go. You gonna see that power? No. The Bully Clash. Beautifully executed. 2, and another kick out by Devilish. Back and forth, back and forth. I am shocked this match has been able to be contained inside the ring. Here's the roll up. Forgets to hook the leg, folks. 2. Oh, first pinfall of this match goes to the Bullies of Destruction. Mil Muertes. And Dylan goes crashing down. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. It is tied up, folks. And it's just one-on-one action. Propping up Muertes on the top rope. Pinter looking to do some damage, folks. Huge back suplex off the top rope. Turns him over. 1, 2, and a kick out by Muertes. Holly Cyanide hoping to draw some blood later tonight. I do hope so. And Pinter picking up Muertes. Muertes with the elbow to the breadbasket. Has him up. And now repeated backbreakers. Gonna slow down Pinter. Has Pinter measured. And there he is. Reaps the soul and busts Pinter wide open. 1, 2, 3. Your number 1 contenders, folks. Courtesy of Mil Muertes. They are Devilish. Mil Muertes. They are Death Dealers. The Black family coming up just a bit short tonight. Their winning streak put to an end. Unbelievable action tonight, folks. Very strong showing, Crypto. Raven says, match of the night thus far, and I have to agree with her. Damn. The back and forth action there. Suspenseful, unpredictable. And then you add the fear factor. El Muertes, or I should say Mil Muertes, Devilish, number 1 contenders. And I gotta say, I love the idea of maybe seeing a YouTube champion holding both the YouTube heavyweight and the YouTube tag team. We'll see that in 2 weeks at Bloodsport. And we will have further news about the Bloodsport pay-per-view coming up this Sunday on Big Talk Radio. Okay, up next, the final match of the dark matches. It is also tag team action. It is Demented Hellraisers That is Demented and Joey Leroy. And they have in their possession a manager tonight. That manager will speak later on. Joey Leroy, where the fuck are you? I miss you by a mile. And they are going against Counts of Celtic Crypto. That is Crypto Zoo Muller. Ah, shit, I passed him again. There we go. And Matt Andrews. Slowing down a little bit. I'm sorry for that, folks. Enjoying my drink. Michael Hanrahan says, worried about the King of the Ring so much you gotta have someone ringside, huh? R.W. Watts. He's been in Big Dog for many years. He is a very well-experienced wrestler. Retired, obviously. He is Mordecai and the Nightmare, known as Sin's trainer, mentor. And he is in Big Dog once again. He is a manager. Sorry, that is not me, no. But I was requested to bring a manager into the whole Big Dog storyline, so I've got him. R.W. Watts. I am old. I'm a whole 40 years old coming October. So I guess if you call that old, it's old. Should be an interesting match. Two of these guys faced earlier tonight, and they got to wrestle again. Are they going to have anything left after that tables match? Dev Hell says, not Pete, you're young. It's like, well, I thought so. Come on, Demented Hellraisers. Gator Dean calls me young fucker. Well, you're making me feel good now, guys, okay? Thank you. Joey Leroy says payback time. Next, we need to take out the referee responsible and hire someone that clearly knows how to do his job. And here they are. Joey Leroy, Demented, with their manager R.W. Watts. They are the Demented Hellraisers. $30 next year, Cowboy John. Look at that shriveled up old fool on the outside. But he's got much wisdom to share for this young tag team. Let's see how well they fare now that they have a manager to take care of business. They are known as the Counts of Crypto something or other. Yes, I lost it there, folks. The Counts of Celtic Crypto. They are the King of Big Dog Wrestling, Crypto Zoo Mahler, and Matt Andrews. And here we go. Which team can survive? And can the King show us why he holds that title? Yes, I know it's Counts. The Count of Steve, Pete. Thank you very much, Peanut. And here we go. Demented escaping the head scissors. And now Crypto. No, reversal into a neckbreaker. The King of Big Dog Wrestling only has so long to prove that he can remain the king. Nice takedown by Demented, working on the ribs of the King. And now the arm, stomping on the tricep. And now going after legs, but rollover, and Crypto escapes with that huge flying elbow. Nicely done. We do have a Facebook group. I will get the link to you later, Blade Charge. And Joey Leroy comes into the ring, fires a huge shot to the back of the head, and now huge elbow takes Crypto down. And now Crypto taking on Joey Leroy, stomping on that elbow, trying to wreck the wrist and the elbow of Leroy. Goes to the outside, springboard, senton splash. And here we go, Leroy trying to gain some control. Loses it pretty quickly, huge drop kick. And Crypto's going for the tag. And this is what I was waiting for, these two to lock up once again. Andrews with the Irish whip hits the ropes. Leroy comes back with a jawbreaker and a huge clothesline. Spinal tap. And Leroy working over Matt Andrews as we seen earlier on tonight. Drops the elbow across the mush. And continues to stomp down on Andrews. Andrews fires back with a leg sweep. Does not hinder Leroy at all. Leroy going for the tag, and Demented enters the fray once again. A little tag team action, a double drop kick, and then the assisted leg drop. Nicely done, boys. R.W. Watts looking pretty pleased with his two new acquisitions. Here we go. Andrews with that arm wrench. The mask, though, helping Demented. And Crypto back in the ring. Anthony Ryan says he replaced movie night with Friday fight night. Woof woof. And Demented dropping the elbow across the bridge of the nose. Goes, I thought he was going for a pin, but no. Fujiwara armbar. And now what the hell, folks? He's working the arm and the leg over. Crypto turns it around, escapes. And Demented takes him down once again. The King looking more like a spoiled prince at the moment. And here we go. Northern Lights suplex. Mad Mike saying, shame, they are not on Sunday. This Demented Hellraisers are DRC material. That is the Death Row crew, folks. And there you go. 450 into a senton. 1, 2. Leroy looking on, and it's all over. R.W. Watts is not going to be pleased with the actions of Joey Leroy. Cyanide says she has no idea who these people are. Well, get used to them. They are here in Big Dog Wrestling. I cannot believe Joey Leroy just stood there and watched his opponent get his shoulders pinned down to the mat. The counts of Celtic Crypto take the win. Now, folks, the dark matches are completed. It is time to head into the main card. So let's get our asses over to the Big Dog Arena. We are 2 hours into the live stream, folks. Thank you very much. Make sure you're one of those that hit the like button. That is the thumbs up. And if you're a newcomer, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Hey Pete, I am going to do a Pokemon Let's Play and upload on my channel, and I was wondering I can help support the channel, and I was thinking, I cannot read all of it, let's see, you were thinking naming my character and my Pokemon team after big dogs. Well, thank you very much for that. Main card is in action, folks. Here we go. Starting the show. Let's get down to business. Is at the hospital while he gets stitches after getting opened up by Maestro. Once I have the music part of this whole creation bit figured out, I will be adding music to entrances as well as the show intros. Oh no, I'm out of Ryan Coke. Fuck, I'm gonna shed a tear. Devilish says he bets that the tag team match he was involved in is better than the main card itself. We're going to have to prove him wrong, folks. Put on your A game. And let's get down to business. There is a pillar to post page as well. I haven't updated it in a while. I've been very busy, so I haven't been doing much updating. I'm going to get to the Facebook merch page as well as all the other pages, my author page and my pillar to post page. So, in a little self-promotion here, R.W. Watts wants to tell everyone why he's come to Big Dog Wrestling. I probably forgot to add that link. Sorry about that, Devilish. I'll make sure it's up there next week, or tomorrow, I should say. Is it limited to what is the game, or can you put music from other sources? That's what I'm trying to figure out, Mad Mike. Trying to figure out how to add music to it and what kind of music I can add, because I got to worry about copyright infringement here on YouTube, and I don't want to lose my live stream capabilities as well, so I'm looking into doing a couple of different things for music wise. If you guys remember the old sound of the old Nintendo, the original Nintendo, they actually recreate music that you guys all pick for your entrances, and they put it into that kind of format. You can get songs from any genre and any generation, and it sounds just like that old graphic sound from Nintendo. So I'm looking into that so I can avoid the copyright strikes, so that way, You guys have music? Loading is done. Watts looks like he could be a monk, Sparansza says. And here he is. Mordecai and Sin's old mentor. Standing at 6'3". Still looks like he's got a little bit of muscle in his old age. This is R.W. Watts, known as the Renegade Warrior in his prime. Now, I've been in Big Dog for many years. I've done my time, I've won my titles, and now I'm here to bring in the new era. You've seen two of my guys tonight, the Demented Hellraisers. Now, forgive me, they did bad tonight. They didn't do as I told them to. But a little more electric shock therapy, and these boys are primed for the titles. I can guarantee you that. But I'm not over with just the Demented Hellraisers. I'm here on Friday nights, Saturday nights, and Sunday nights. Why? Because I'm building a brand. I am going to have a stable like even Bobby Heenan couldn't imagine. And we are going to take over show by show by show. That you can take to the bank. I guarantee it. And you don't get a promise like I just made if you are a pathetic loser like all you people in the crowd are right now. I started with Demented Hellraisers. Who is my next acquisition? That is something you have to ask yourself. I'm coming for you all. Be it Hell, be it anyone else in the locker room, be it the Brotherhood. No one's stopping the rule of Watts. I'm coming, folks. And there you have it, folks. He is R.W. Watts. And he's made a very bold statement. He has promised not only will Hell not stand in his way, but the Brotherhood will not stay in his way either. I guess he just showed everyone his grapefruits. Up first, Cassie Black going one-on-one against Regina Agula for the number one contenders match for the Women's Heavyweight Championship. We all know the champion, Shell Kneebreaker, and she's put down many women already. Queen Biatch, she's been up against her before and came up short. She'll be visiting Shell Kneebreaker in that ring tonight. Did not look good last time around. Can she come back? We're going to see. But this is the match Shell Kneebreaker needs to worry about right now. Who will be facing her at Bloodsport? Will it be Cassie Black or will it be Regina? Who do you guys think it will be? Raven says Regina has this in the bag. Yes, Michael Hanrahan, she is part of Crypto's court. She is the Baroness Black in a whole lot of pink. Blade Charge saying she hopes Cassie loses. Anthony Ryan says Regina's got this. Holly Cyanide says double count out. If it ends up in a count out, both these women will be facing Shell Kneebreaker for the title at Bloodsport. Gav says Cassie pulled the upset last week. She's going to do it again tonight. And the loading finally over. Well, let's get down to ringside. Ladies and gentlemen, she is a big part of the Black family. She is also the Baroness Black in Crypto's court. One of the biggest HBK fans in the world. She is Cassie Black. Tyler Black saying his woman's going to take the win. Spider Rat says they resolve their differences non-violently and hug it out, and if that's the case, I'll fire both of their asses. There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, the most exotic Latin lady of the world, not a small claim to make, graced the covers of Dime Piece, Chulo, Curve House, Lowrider, Custom Street Bikes, and Urban Inc. TV and radio host The Fiery, The Sexy, The Latin Kitten, The Queen of the South, the daughter of the Colombian cartel, standing at 5'8" and weighing in at 160 pounds. She is the wife of the devil himself, a member of Devil Dolls, straight from Medellin, Colombia. She is Regina Agula. And if I pronounce that wrong again, Devilish, you're going to have to give me a Skype call to put me in my place. Devilish is saying he sees a Colombian necktie for somebody soon coming. Cat fight with blood. Matt Mike is hoping for. Anthony Ryan says, kick that crypto court ass Regina. Michael Hanran says, good grief, Pete. That's more titles than all the other wrestlers combined. And here we go. Regina with the hammerlock into a body slam. Cassie fires back with a boot to the face. And now a hurricane of an elbow shot to the face. Regina looking a little bit in trouble at the moment as Cassie works the arm over. I did not write her entrance, okay? Regina wrote that herself. This is what I'm asking you all to do. Write your entrances up. I will read them here on Big Dog Wrestling. Cassie Black comes back with that tilt-a-whirl leg scissor, going around the world with that leg drop. This guy needs a fucking beer and an arm drag by Regina. Regina comes back. Irish whip. And Cassie comes back with a jawbreaker. Hooks the head. Knees to the gut. And no shot to the face to finish it off. Here we go. Snap suplex. Regina in a whole world of trouble at the moment. Another around the world with that leg drop. Cassie looking to stake her claim on the title tonight. And that Osaka street cutter. Tyler Black, let me know what your wife calls that move, bro. Regina in a whole world of trouble. Cassie striking up the band. Oh, beautiful, ducks it. And Regina comes back. And look at this unique move. Planting her face first. All her weight across the back. You know Cassie's hurting. Capture suplex. Cassie going for the ride. And now Regina has her measured. Who knows what she's going to pull out of the bag tonight. And now an arm bar. Beautifully executed. Will Cassie... No, Cassie not tapping. Pushes her away with force. And now a shoulder breaker to further weaken the arm. Stomping on that shoulder. The back. Regina's pissed. Hooks the leg. 1, 2, and a kick out from Cassie Black. Liquid Snake, no, I've got my mods. They are good mods. I trust my mods. No worries about modding. Regina heading up to the second turnbuckle. Waiting for Cassie to get to her feet. And a missile drop kick sends Cassie Black down to the mat. Tyler Black says it is the Cassie Stunner. Here we go. Cassie grabbing a handful of hair. Into a back suplex. Kicks up. And hits the pin. And a quick kick out by Regina. Pushing her back down. Kick to the spine. And now working that arm. Stomping on the tricep of Regina. Here we go. Regina switches it up. Hits the DDT. Nicely done. Here we go. Shoulder breaker. Gotta love how she's working that arm. Huge clothesline. Second. Huge single leg drop kick. Regina on fire for the moment. And now, captures suplex, sending Cassie for the ride. Regina looking very happy with her work. Celebrated a little bit too soon. Snapmare, but evades the drop kick. And Regina back on the hunt. Nice roll up into an armbar. Cassie a little bit too close to the ropes. Ref calls a rope break. Here we go. Cassie coming back with an eye rake. Captures suplex of her own. And Regina goes for the ride. Fires back with a huge overhand right. And the Cassie Stunner connects. And stomping on the knee. Here we go. Cassie celebrating just a little bit too soon. Maybe trying to wind up the fans just a little bit more. Here we go. Another armbar. Cassie looking to make the tap out victory. Look at Regina kicking. You can see how much pain she was in. Fireman's carry. Regina back in control for the moment. Irish whip. No. Hammerlock. Inverted DDT. You gotta love that move. Goes to kick Cassie across the chest. Ends with a dragon corkscrew whip and a boot to the chest. Misses the kick to the spine. Cassie turns it around. Fires off a haymaker to the shoulder blades. And another stunner. Cassie still not going for the pinfall, however. Now dragging Regina away from the ropes. And here we go. Haymaker. And the Cassie Stunner once again. Hooks the leg. 1, 2, and a 3. Cassie Black. Oh. I forgot, folks. This will be contested in an Iron Man match, it seems. A little switch up at the hands of 2K17. Or it was just a clean break. I seen a 3 count, folks. Here we go, hooking the leg. 1, 2, and a kick out by Cassie. Iron Woman match, I should say. Not sure if I said it that way. I don't remember it. Crucifix takes Regina down. And here we go, another roll-up. 1. No, only good for 1. The ref's fault once again. And look at the pissed off demeanor in Cassie's eyes. Oh, package pile driver. That could spell the end for Regina right there. Here we go. 1, 2, and a second pinfall. This is an Iron Woman's match, folks. Here we go. Regina fired up, finally. Capture suplex. Sending Cassie for the ride. And now, what is she planning on doing? Nothing much, because she eats a jawbreaker. Tilt-a-whirl, leg scissors. 2-0 for Cassie Black, folks. Goes for a TKO, comes up short. Regina with a huge forearm. Float over by Cassie. And a haymaker takes her down. And we see the Cassie stunner once again. 1, 2. Oh, that was so close to being 3 pinfalls. Regina has been put off guard and she has not been able to make a comeback. And look at that, furthering the disgrace of Regina Agula. No double count out here, now striking up the band. A tribute to Shawn Michaels himself. Wow, did she eat that? Unbelievable. It should only be for 15 minutes if they kick out. Sweet chin music and a kick out. The Cassie kick did not do as it promised. Needed to go take a breath outside. Comes back. Missed the basement drop kick, and Regina has a shot. Crucifix pin. 2. And another kick out by Cassie. Come on, Regina. You know your man is in the locker room cheering you on, and look at her fire those leg drops. Picks up Cassie, not completely done with her just yet. Float over. German suplex coming up. No, there is no clock anywhere, it seems. And now, that Cassie stunner all over again. Yes, Cassie's man is in the locker room cheering her on. Look at that unique leg sweep. Nicely done. Drop toe hold. Hooks the leg. 1, 2, and another kick out by Cassie. Tyler Black is in here, watching on from ringside. He's been coming out, taking a closer look. I would think Blackout would fit her better. I only go by what people tell me. Package pile driver. 1, 2, and a 3. That is, wow, 3-0. Regina is in a whole hell of a lot of trouble. Here we go, Cassie. Snapmare. And now traps her in those head scissors, driving the elbows into the forehead. Yes, lights out would sound better too. But I think I like blackouts. Here we go, Irish whip. Cassie just brutalizing Regina in so many ways. Misses with those kicks. And finally connects on the 3rd attempt. Let's see, here we go. Chiming up. And damn. Dragging the lifeless body of Agula. And makes it 4-0. I'm sorry, Regina, I just don't see hope for you at this point. The ref might as well call the match. This is over in so many ways. Cassie has just proven that she should be the women's champion. She's going to have to prove herself against Kneebreaker. We've got fans calling for the ref to stop the damn match, folks. But Regina fires back finally. Nice underhook into a suplex. Can we see a comeback? Capture suplex. Takes Cassie for the ride. Blade charge saying Cassie may very well be the best female wrestler we have here in Big Dog Wrestling. Oh! Slapping the taste out of the mouth of Regina. And she's going for it again. Regina, I've got a tear in my eye for you. Cassie now not even bothering with the pin. Regina catches her off guard, boots her down to the ground. Hearn says odds on Regina making a pinfall attempt, but gets caught out by the end of the match. And another near fall for Cassie Black, folks, the Baroness of the Crypto Court faction. Huge knee takes Cassie down. Regina pushing her back down to the mat. 2, and another kick out. Just does not have it in her to keep Cassie down on the mat. No, not your beer there, Anthony Ryan. Or your shine. Here we go, armbar. Could this be it? No, too close to the ropes, and the ref breaks the submission hold. Snapping the neck of Cassie. Regina finally looks like she found the fire that she's been missing throughout this match. And misses with the elbow drop. Cassie celebrating on the second turnbuckle. And Regina finally gets back to her feet, but runs straight in the arms of Cassie Black. Here we go. Misses the haymaker, gets a forearm, and now Regina captures suplex all over again. And time is up. Cassie Black, the Baroness of Crypto's Court, will meet Shell Kneebreaker at this coming pay-per-view titled Bloodsport. Regina just could not even pull off one pinfall. Unbelievable display of athleticism from Cassie Black. Her brother-in-laws came up short tonight. The Bullies of Destruction just did not have it in them. But Cassie Black going on to Bloodsport. Holly Cyanide says maybe she could use a little help with her wardrobe. And up next, Mil Muertes. We seen them in tag team action earlier on. Their team, the Death Dealers, took the victory and are heading to Bloodsport. But right now, he's got to face the masked man of Bruce the Shark. Crypto bragging 3 wins, 1 loss for Crypto's Court. You had a good week. Can you keep it going? And yes, that tables match, I deemed it a draw. I don't give a shit what that dirty ref has to say. I make the final call. Those men will face each other once again to rectify that ref's decision. Anthony Ryan says we have a biter coming up. Cowboy John going for Bruce the Shark. And here we go. He is known as the Devil's personal reaper, a demon whose only intention is to collect the souls of his fallen victims. Your soul could be next to empower this monster. His technical style is calculated, powerful, and unmatched. From the darkest reaches of hell, folks, standing at 6'1", weighing in at 245 pounds. From beyond the grave, death has come for you. He is none other than Mil Muertes, man of 1,000 deaths. Straight out of the Pacific Ocean, folks. He is none other than the legend known as Bruce the Shark. Lost a lot of weight over the years. He looks trim, looks ready to put on a show. And he's looking to bite someone tonight. And it's going to happen inside a steel cage. And he's going to face none other than Devilish's Reaper, Mil Muertes. Here we go, folks. The cell lowered. The bell rings. Mil Muertes right to the Luthez press, hammering on the masked man known as Bruce the Shark. Dropping that elbow across the head, knocking Bruce down, and Bruce comes back, ringing the arm, and a arm breaker across the shoulder. Amateur style takedown. And Bruce the Shark standing tall for the moment. Broken Chaos says a loudmouth versus a Lucha Underground ripoff. Nuke Comics is calling for Sharky, even though you hit him with a shark attack last week. And wrenching the neck, and Mil Muertes back on his feet. Irish whip. And sidesteps Bruce the Shark. Falls back into a headlock. Gets a knee to the face. And look at those haymakers. Bruce firing off. Teeing off on Mil Muertes. Huge overhand punch. And now a knee to the ribs. Stomping away at Mil Muertes. And double axe handle. Bruce looking to make the escape. Could he take another victory tonight? Oh my goodness. Unforeseen, unexpected, and very fast. Just like Bruce's sex life. Damn, I did not see that coming. That is something that WWE 2K needs to work on, folks. Cheap wins in a cage match. But once again, Bruce the Shark takes the victory. He stays in the main roster, our main card next week. I see some retribution coming your way, Sharkman. A very cheap win. Muertes, I don't think is going to let that lie, folks. And up next, Cowboy John versus Demented with R.W. Watts in his corner. Could we see some action from R.W.? Anthony Ryan says a win is a win, baby. Devilish says yes, but still cheap, and I do agree. Bruce the Shark ran like he's been running from Mordecai his entire fucking career. Exactly, Michael Hanrahan. Isn't cheap wins sort of Bruce's MO, though? Yes, I do agree with that. A cheap win is a win nonetheless, but still makes you look like a fool and a coward. Holly Cyanide says, sharks don't run, they swim. But if you're Bruce the Shark, you just float. And they all float down here. Or they sink. Jesus. Yes, they do sink as well. Problem with being a shark is that there's always a bigger predator. I do agree. And then we've got a lot of big competitors here in Big Dog Wrestling. Watts hasn't said he has a team name yet. He just says he's looking for acquisitions. And here we go, folks. Cowboy John taking on Demented tonight. Let's see if either of these guys has a promo or a intro written out for me. Not a chance. Looking to hogtie his opponent tonight. None other than Cowboy John. Now you very might well see Cowboy John or Devilish make an appearance tomorrow night on Saturday Night Special. I hear they got some words to discuss to the Big Dog fans. Up next, his opponent. With the presence of R.W. Watts in his corner. After extensive shock therapy. Demented. And if you guys don't mind excusing me for just a moment, it is beer o'clock. This guy needs to hit the concession stand. Like I said, beer clock, the beer has been grabbed. Demented in control at the moment. Cowboy fires with an elbow to the ribs. Irish whip. And a nice evasion by Demented. Maybe shock therapy seemed to help him a little bit. Reversal by Cowboy John. Knee to the top of the head. Gut wrench. Suplex. 1, 2, and a kick out by Demented. Sneak Man in the live stream looking for subs. If you're looking for subs, you better be willing to dish them out as well. And here we go. Cowboy John firing. Teeing off on that mask of Demented. R.W. Watts looking very pleased at the moment at the comeback Demented just made. Here we go. Has him hooked. Arm lock. Arm bar, and now a knee bar at the same time. Gotta love that. Cowboy John easily kicks out. Now, Irish whip to Cowboy. Gets caught for a belly-to-belly, but rakes the eyes. Luthez press. And now, hooking the leg. 1, 2, and a kick out. Very worried Watts at the moment. Here we go. Cowboy measuring his opponent. Damn. 2. Wow. So close to it. So close to a pinfall. We've seen stunners tonight. I did not expect one from Cowboy John. Suplex by Demented. Cowboy's legs draping over that top rope, further injuring the legs. And now, going for a choke slam, but eats an elbow. Cowboy John now looking to pay some back. Backbreaker. And we've got a little bit of trash talking going in the chat as we get a pinfall attempt by Cowboy John. And wow, easy victory for Cowboy. Watts looking very displeased. This is the second loss of the evening from his new acquisitions. Cowboy John looking very impressive. Made short work of the Demented one. Cowboy John said he's been eating pizza during this match. Very impressive. He needs to enlist Bruce to give them an edge. He's going to be asking what is going wrong. Or what is going wrong with you guys. Impressive victory by Cowboy John. Now, tomorrow night, I have just been informed, tomorrow night, we are going to be finding out who is the #1 contender for Devilish's YouTube heavyweight title. And if you don't know Big Dog at all, you know that's only one match the champions have to fight at the pay-per-view. All 3 champions by the end of the night will be facing each other in a triple threat match to decide who is the undisputed Big Dog heavyweight champion, or I should say world champion. And the women's champions from all 3 shows have to do the same damn thing. Devilish saying that the King of the Ring title holder will soon know what Humble Pie is all about. Blade Charge says, I don't think I want to join Watts anymore. Ooh. Watts not making a very impressive outing with his new acquisition known as Demented Hellraisers. Could be putting off a lot of people. Oh, Michael Hanran. Crypto's getting a bit fired up in the chat, folks. Telling Devilish, unless you win a Money in the Bank, you can stop your lip flap, peasant. You may be king, but you're talking to the Friday Fight Night heavyweight YouTube champion, boy. You see, the heavyweight champion outclasses the king champion. The king title is basically bragging rights, you fool. But it is an accomplishment nonetheless. I should add that winning the King of the Ring title is not an easy feat. Hearn, I need you to contact Mordecai if you are in Wrestler Unstoppable. Make sure you contact Mordecai. I'll see about getting you added in. Yes, it does make you give you the right to brag. But humbleness seems to befit a king better than rubbing it in people's face. Someone's going to knock your block off. And you got to remember, every month there is a new King of the Ring and Queen of the Ring tournament. And that champion will be taking you on and deciding your fate. Never forget that. Your target is a huge one. Crypto Zoo Muller. Mordecai, Mordecai. If you know anyone in the stream, get them to give you my link. They'll gladly do it. Here we go. We are finally in the ring for more action. And we've got some tag team action going on here, folks. Enchanting Poison. That is the queen of Big Dog Wrestling, Raven. And her new tag team partner from Saturday Night Special, Holly Cyanide. And there she is, the queen, strutting her stuff down to the ring. Do I have an entrance for her? Absolutely not. But there she is. She won that title by kicking the crap out of a whole shitload of women. And she's been humble about it, folks. I don't think I've ever heard her mention being the queen of Big Dog. But she represents well, folks. And I dare any woman in the locker room to try and take that title away from you. She's gonna kick your teeth down your throat. And here she is, folks. Is it Holly or is it Cyanide? You're gonna find out shortly. She is Holly Cyanide. Doesn't give a rat's ass what the fans think. She's going to do as she pleases. And now she's got some help doing it. She's got the queen in her corner. Oh, and all hell breaks loose as the Devil Dolls make their presence known. Tonight, It is Cuff and Spank Me teaming up with Ruby Red Riot. And in their corner, Queen Biatch. They make up Devil Dolls. Now, as we discovered last week, I thought it was face paint, folks. No, Ruby Red Riot is wearing a mask. And she's going to reveal to you at the beginning of this match what lies underneath. Not scared are Holly, Cyanide, and Raven. The Queen don't bow down to nobody. And if there was an entrance for 3 women, I would gladly give it 2 women. I'm hoping this pleases you just as well. Whoa, at least they don't have silicone breasts. Bold statement by Queen Biatch. And here we go. Raven in the ring going up against Ruby Red Riot. Crucifix takedown. And Ruby Red Riot, Riding Hood I should say, has a dragon sleeper for Raven, the Queen of Big Dog. And now, taking off the turnbuckle padding, exposing the steel ring that lies beneath. Gave the opening to Raven, snapmare, and spinal tap. Nice combo. Elbow drop across the chest. And now working on the arm of Ruby Red Riding Hood. We're going to just call her Ruby. Here we go. Snapping the neck. And the Queen was in control until she got booted in the face. And now working the arm is Ruby. Oh, a little underhanded tactic by Holly. Cyanide. And another. Just ringing Ruby's head like a frickin' bell, folks. Ruby making the wise choice. Makes the tag. Cuff and Spank Me now in. Goes for a boot, but Raven rolls out of the way. And the Queen grabbing a handful of hair. Taking Cuff down. Going for the tag, and Holly Cyanide now enters the ring. Stalking her prey. What is she doing, folks? Slides back in. A little conflict going on within her head, maybe. And she's telling Cuff to get to her feet. She's gonna finish her off. Oh! Cuff caught her mid-air. The power of this woman, unbelievable. But Holly Cyanide coming back, tilt-a-whirl, head scissor takedown. And now an elbow to the heart. And now working the arm, the tricep of Cuff and Spank Me. And she's telling her to get to her damn feet. Get ready. There we go. Look at this. Nice head scissor takedown. Raven getting all fired up at ringside, telling her, kick that girl's fucking ass. And a rear chin lock with that knee buried deep into the spine. Holly quickly evades, but runs straight into a snap suplex. Quick tag, Ruby back inside the ring. Both women stalking Holly for just a moment. But Ruby just ran into Cyanide. Here we go, Ruby with that high knee. And now working the ribs of Holly Cyanide. Oh, damn. Trying to break the arm of Holly Cyanide. Going up top, misses with that elbow. And gets a boot to the face. What is going on with Raven? Looks like she's directing traffic at the moment. She needs to get back on the apron for her tag team partner. And she does just that. Here we go. Oh, stopping her tag team partner did not make much sense there. Sends Holly into the corner. Both women trying to attack her now. The ref finally getting Ruby to get out of the ring. And Holly just ate that steel ring. No padding whatsoever. And she fires back. Has Cuff up and drops her across the knee, stretching her out. Cowboy John's back in the skybox enjoying the rest of the show. Raven's laughing her ass off at me for some reason. And here we go, neckbreaker by Cyanide. I only think she's Holly until she gets into that ring. Then Cyanide takes over. Goes for a DDT, but eats a nice... Oh, look at this from Raven. A little display of her power, folks. Doing some push-ups in the middle of a match, you gotta be pretty damn bold for that. One, and an easy kick out. Cuff and Spank Me surely hasn't been worked over long enough. Cuff with that knee to the breadbasket. Oh, and eats a clothesline. The Queen putting on a show tonight. And here we go. Nice Frankensteiner. Cuff looking for her tag team partner. Ruby, Red Riding Hood, just enters the fray. Here we go. Irish whip. And the Queen eats the knee called the kitchen sink. Misses the drop kick though. But Raven once again eating the jawbreaker. Here we go, German suplex. Nicely done by Ruby. Here's that basement drop kick right to the side of the face. Might impair the vision of the Queen just for a moment. Hammerlock. And we seen this earlier, going to break the arm of the Queen. Here we go. Raven firing back. Takes down Ruby. Oh, basement drop kick. Ruby eating it. And now sent to the opposing turnbuckle. Little tag team action going on here, folks. Snapmare hits the ropes and a huge boot to the face. Drops down, but the ref out of position once again. And Raven too slow to catch Cuff. And now an elbow drop by Holly. Or I should say Cyanide. Get the two confused all the time. Irish whip, and this time Ruby eats a steel ring. And her foot underneath the turnbuckle is the only thing that saves Ruby. Cyanide picks her up. Irish whip to the corner once again. And what's she doing? Reversal. And now an elbow. Here we go. DDT, Cyanide paying for her miscalculation. It's the ropes. Damn. 1, 2, and a near fall. That looked like an ash right to the face of Holly Cyanide. Here we go. Has her short arm, catches her. Going for the submission, and Queen Biatch throwing the chair in just for good measure. Cyanide escapes. Wow, what a shot to the face. Here we go. Holly locking up. And a neck breaker. Come on, Cyanide. Let's see what you got. Has Ruby in the corner. Picking her up, propping her up on the top turnbuckle. And a boot to the face has her dazed, confused. And a missile drop kick has her looking up at the lights. Ruby finally making the tag. Cuff and Spank Me finally back in. And now stomping on the knee of Holly Cyanide. Again. I'm going to say cheers and have a swallow. Arm drag by Cuff. Fireman's carry by Cyanide. Arm drag by Cuff. Fireman's carry. Back and forth action. And this time a block by Cuff. Irish whip, and she eats the steel ring again. Foot under the rope saves Holly Cyanide, and Cuff has something big planned here. Should have headed the Queen there and made the tag. Yes, I have no doubt about what she should have done, but she's going to eat some steel instead. Now have a swallow of beer, okay, Queen Biatch? Is that better for you? And a roll-up. Forgets to hook the leg. And Raven breaks the count. Here we go, another Irish whip. Holly finds herself in the corner. Can Cyanide save her? Yes, she can. Reversal. And wow. Flatliner. Or skull-crushing finale, if you will. She's got her measured. Damn, roundhouse kick misses. Knife edge chop connects, though. And look at this. The head scissor around the world. Takes her down, and Cuff is in a whole world of trouble. Cyanide should have gone for the pin. Sends Cuff into the steel ring, however. Raven's telling her, fight like the bitch you are. And eats the boot. Russian leg sweep. Tags in Ruby. Ruby Red Riding Hood now once again measuring her opponent. Climbs to the second turnbuckle. Waiting for Holly to get up on her feet. Missile drop kick just thrust aside. And Cyanide with that back suplex. I think she just likes showing the fans her ass, folks. I really do. HC not being the best tag team partner at the moment, forgetting to make the tag. And she's going to pay dearly for it. Here's the cover. Ruby going for the pin. One. And Raven makes the save once again. The Queen always outsmarting her opponents. Here we go. Jawbreaker. And Holly goes straight after Ruby once again. Dragging her over to the ropes. What has she got planned? Using the top rope springboard into a bulldog. And there's the cover. What? Oh, there's Queen Biatch to make the save. The ref distracted. Holly still working over Ruby. Are we going to see it again? Yes, we are. And there you go. Springboard bulldog. Holly Cyanide is winded, gassed. Hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3. All said and done. Enchanted Poison takes the victory. Up next, while you guys are watching the replay, this is the last chance for Queen Biatch to prove she is worthy of a #1 contender spot. She's going to go one-on-one against the women's champion, and if she can take the win, she will join Regina, Cassie Black, I should say, in a triple threat match at Bloodsport. They will both be taking on Shell Kneebreaker. One of them will decide the women's championship title. Huge shot for Queen Biatch tonight. She went down last week. Can she redeem herself and be thrust into the #1 contendership spot? We're going to find out right now, after Holly, Cyanide, and Raven celebrate their victory. Hello, ladies. And there you have it. Oh, Queen Biatch is bringing out Ruby Red Riot with her. Maybe a little bit of tactic working on the Queen of Bitches side. She still has one powerful Amazon of a champion to go through, and that's Shell Kneebreaker, the women's champion here on Friday Fight Night. Just seen Ruby Red Riot in a match that she lost with her tag team partner Cuff and Spank Me. She's going to be joining Queen Biatch ringside. Not looking good for Shell Kneebreaker's chance. This is what happens when you go up against the Devil Dolls. You don't know how many you're going to be facing. And I can guarantee you, Ruby is not going to keep her nose clean in this match. Crypto Zoo Mauler is cheering on Shell Kneebreaker. Well, Shell Kneebreaker's been very impressive in Big Dog Wrestling. Won that title and hasn't been defeated as of yet. And here we go. Devil Dolls making their way out. Let's see. I swore I had something for Queen Biatch to read, but no, I don't. Simple as that. She is the Queen of Bitches, folks. She is the leader of Devil Dolls. She is Queen Biatch. Enough said. I believe she stands at 6'1". And there you have it. The Friday Fight Night Women's Champion. She is Shell Kneebreaker. Raven says she is the queen of nothing. She is talking about Queen Biatch here. But I'm talking about that very impressive blonde bombshell in the ring. She is your women's champion here on Friday nights. She is Shell Kneebreaker. And she has taken it to Queen Biatch for quite some time now. This is Queen Biatch's last opportunity. Is she going to waste it? We're about to find out. Here we go. Wow. Queen Biatch coming in hard. DDT right off the hop, and now working over the champ, wrenching her neck over. I did not think necks could bend that way. Shell fires back. Barefoot as always. And a nice reversal by Queen Biatch. Rolls her over for a quick pinfall, not to her benefit. Overhand punch, Irish whip. Wow, huge Samoan drop. And now punishing the ribs of the champ. Huge elbow drop to the lower back. Shell Kneebreaker in trouble. And Queen Biatch dragging her around like a muppet. Drops her with a sidewalk slam. And it looks like we're having a little problems with our live stream here, folks. I do apologize. I don't know what's going on. This shit should not be going down in a big match situation like we've got going right now. As Shell Kneebreaker works over the forehead of Queen Biatch. YouTube not being very friendly to my live stream at the moment. Here we go. Shell Kneebreaker draping that elbow across the neck of Queen Biatch, and now putting the boots to the ribs. Very impressive champion we've got here in Shell Kneebreaker. And huge knee coming back. Queen Biatch looking to set her on fire. Quick pinfall again. 2, and only good for 2. Oh, a handful of hair, and now a knee right across the nose. I was watching Tyler Black's live stream last night. He was having the same issues. I know it's not my internet. It's got to be YouTube. And Shell fires back with a shot to the ribs. And a crucifix takedown. And the champ on fire. Getting the fans riled up, rallying behind her. And now going straight after Queen again, but miscalculates. And the Queen Irish whips her into the corner. Reversal. And a monkey flip reversal. Wow. The athleticism of Queen Biatch, impressive. And she just showed the sign. She's ending Shell Kneebreaker. Well, wow, out of nowhere, a leaping Frankensteiner. Unbelievable. She's got her up, pump handle, and tosses her aside like yesterday's newspaper. And Ruby Red Riding Hood there for the distraction. The champ taking her eyes off the prize. Rolls up her opponent. 1, 2... and a quick out. Queen Biatch had a little bit too much time to revive. Hammering the back of Queen Biatch. Shell Kneebreaker back in control. Another pump handle. And this time turns into a backbreaker. Heading up top. Measuring Queen. Waiting for her to get to her feet. Misses with the missile drop kick. Damn. What a great match we've got going here, folks. There we go. Chair being thrown in the ring by Ruby Red Riding Hood, but damn. I have no idea what she calls it. But this match just went to the extreme, folks. The chair being utilized. This must have been turned without my knowledge. It should not have been a hardcore match. But the chair has been utilized. The ref did nothing. Drop kick by Shell. Hooks the leg. 2. And a kick out by Biatch. Here we go. Oh no. Can you see where this is going? Damn. Here's the pin. 1, 2, and a kick out by Shell Kneebreaker. If the ref would have been in position, could have all been over for the champ. Shell rolls out of the ring, comes back, and gets driven to the ropes with a huge... Wow. Queen Biatch sent out of the ring with a back body drop. I thought the champ was in for it, but no. Always outsmarting her opponents. This is why she's champion, folks. Yes, it was the Devil's Kiss. I did miss the call on it. Huge belly to belly by Shell Kneebreaker. Drags the carcass over, hooks the leg, but there you have it. The distraction by fellow Devil Doll has the ref off his game as always. Shell Kneebreaker with a... Wow. A Devil's Kiss of her own. Stealing Queen Biatch's own finisher even. Oh, hell yeah. Unbelievable, folks. Stole the finisher off the Queen of Bitches herself. Shell Kneebreaker takes the win, and Queen Biatch out of the running for #1 contendership. I feel bad for her. She gave it her all in that match. But when you come up short, you lose your opportunity. Unbelievable. All the distractions, the chair being utilized, and it came down to Queen Biatch's own finisher, the Devil's Kiss. Look at this move right here. Drapes her across the ropes. But that did her in. That was the downfall of Queen Biatch. Up next, in their debut match, it will be contested with extreme rules, with extreme prejudice. It is Aggie, the Killer Clown, and he'll be taking on fellow debuting star, the Redneck Avenger. Queen Biatch says it's dungeon time. Time to regroup. Definitely need some regrouping going on in the House of Hell. Tyler Black says his wife will be the next women's champion, and if she does as well as she did tonight, I have no doubt about it. Unbelievable match we've seen earlier tonight. Unbelievable matches all the way around. Let's see how these two fare in their debut match. One of them will be in a dark match next week. Raven's calling for Aggie's win. Yes, at least we had a winner from Hell. A round of drinks on me. If I could send them through the hard drive, I would. Cheers to y'all. And here we go, ready for action. It's about time. The loading times are ridiculous, but the matches are fucking excellent here in Big Dog Wrestling. Up first, he's deranged. He's psychotic. He is Aggie, the Killer Clown. Or the Immortal Clown, as it should be. Sorry about that, folks. Hardy har har. How's it going? Welcome to the live stream of Big Dog Wrestling, where wrestlers from Wrestler Unstoppable combined with YouTube podcasters to build Big Dog Wrestling. Aggie the Clown. A monster of a man. Look at that. And here's his opponent. All the way from buttfuck Idaho. The Redneck Avenger. Anthony Ryan stating that Aggie would destroy the court. That's why. These two, their debut night here in Big Dog Wrestling. Can the Redneck Avenger take on the power of Aggie, the Immortal Clown? Here we go. The Avenger right off the hop with a neck breaker. Nicely done. Stomps on the face paint of the Clown and drapes a knee across the neck. Now working the shoulder blades. Picks him up on his shoulders. And the big man goes for the ride. It's Panthro versus Mumra. That's what Michael Hanrahan has to say. Nice reversal by Aggie the Clown. He goes straight to the outside, looking for a weapon under the apron. And the Redneck Avenger right after him puts a boot to the ribs, knocking the chair out of his hands. Aggie the Clown with a huge headbutt. But Avenger fires back, throwing him up the ramp. And the Clown's looking like he's in trouble. Picking him up, and a block, and a shot to the ribs by the Clown. And then we go further up the ramp, making our way to only God knows where. Okay, not a problem. Blade charge. I will contact Sparansza. Here we go. Has him up. The knee puts an end to that suplex and a running neck breaker. And Redneck Avenger in control, stretching the hamstring, the quadricep of Aggie the Clown. Aggie firing some punches to that leg, knocks off the Avenger. And we've got a fight underway. Picks the big man up but cannot hold him. Now stomping on the face of the Redneck. Draping that knee across the nose. And we've got some live action here, folks. Neither of these guys want to find themselves in dark matches next week. Yes, that clown is built like a fucking brick shithouse, folks. Gorilla press slam, but a punch to the face has Redneck Avenger back on his feet, throwing Aggie, the Immortal One, down the ramp towards the ring once again. Trying to get the action back to ringside, folks. Picking up the clown once again. Huge suplex. Superhero-like powers from the Redneck Avenger. Avenger now. Another Irish whip to the ring. Still can't get the big clown into the ring. This time it works up. Redneck Avenger back in the ring, following his opponent. And a huge super kick. Unbelievable. Yes, you can get to the gorilla position. That is in backstage brawls. Seen that near fall by the Avenger, and now driving those elbows into the face of Aggie. Measuring his opponent once again. And now a spear, but no. Aggie turns it into a DDT. Good to see you back, Devilish. And now he's got the little man up. Reversal into a DDT once again. The Avenger showing many surprises for us tonight. Aggie returning with a shoulder tackle. And now going for the pin. 1, 2, and a kick out by Redneck Avenger. Gut wrench tossing him overhead. Yes, it looks like it is a hardcore, or it's got to be a hardcore match. Actually, Extreme Rules. Wow, hit him so hard that bat flew 20 feet up in the air. Nice gut buster by Avenger. He's going to the opposing corner. We've seen his attempt earlier. Going for the spear. And nails it. Cuts the clown in half. Here we go. Hooks the leg. 1, 2, and a kick out. 2 3/4. Picks up the, wow, clubbing Aggie right in the ribs with that sledgehammer. Says that's enough. And he's looking for a new weapon. Kendo sticks come into play. Oh, this guy loves kendo sticks. Wow, nice reversal. And, oh, drives it right into the ribs. Misses the back shot, but drives him down with a headshot. This is what I like to see, folks. Aggie going out for a new weapon this time. Sorry about the live stream sucking. Some people say it's good, some people say it sucks. I don't know what's going on. Right now, mine shows pretty damn good. Here we go. The ladder came into play. And a huge double choke slam. The Avenger eating the floor. We're getting the call for blood, folks. We big dog wrestling fans know what we want. We want to see people bleed. Misses with that Mongolian chop. And the Redneck Avenger back in control. Has Aggie up on his shoulders. Reversal. Impaler DDT. Here we go. Bringing him up and crashing him down with that power bomb. And a huge headbutt by the clown. And the Avenger is in a whole world of trouble. Aggie sending him back right into the ring. Thank you, Blade Charge. Rolls back in. What the hell? Catching his breath, maybe. Here we go. Choke slam. One-handed even. Not done with him yet, though. Picks Redneck back up. Pays for it. Huge shoulder tackle. Evie Bloodyard says this is better than watching Raw or SmackDown. Thank you very much for that compliment. This is going in and out of the ring. A little bit of tactics being played out here, folks. And it works to the Redneck's advantage. Taking out the knee of the clown known as Aggie, the immortal clown. Both of them back in the ring. Avenger fires back with a shot to the ribs, but gets hooked up, brought up high. And look at the display of power we've got going on in the ring. Crypto says he's starting to believe that Aggie doesn't do children's birthday. I don't think so either. The giant of a clown taking those backhand chops and boots to the ribs. Hooked up, European uppercut, still standing. Driving those elbows into the face of Redneck Avenger. Gets caught though. Rolled up. Taken down. Nice arm wrench. Oh, we're going to see it again, folks. Damn. Reversal into a DDT. Gavin0006, can I play friend? Me, Mikey Rules 13. I am not letting anyone play. This is the AI taking care of the action. If you're enjoying what you see, you hit that subscribe button, people. And Avenger fires back with an elbow. Knees to the chest. And one to the face. And yet the monster of a clown is still on his feet and drives Avenger face first into the mat. Here we go. Trying to break the arm of the clown. Draping across his own shoulder. Avenger. Planting the big man up top. And here we go. Huge back suplex off the middle turnbuckle. Very impressive for the smaller man. But he eats a knee and he gets driven down by Aggie the Clown. And now showing off those huge biceps. Very unclown-like, I must say. Here we go, Irish whip into the turnbuckle. And now it's RA's time to go for the ride. Fires back with an elbow. Nice evasion. Oh! Dives right into that choke slam. And it's all over for Redneck Avenger. Too close to the ropes? No. Two. And a kick out. Damn. I thought it was over, folks. There we go. Right hand right to the mush. Drives the big clown down. And he's going for a third or fourth time. I think it's the fourth. And he nails it. Cuts the clown in half for the second time tonight. 1, 2. And a kick out by Aggie. He hit the choking comedian, but Redneck still kicked out. Oh, the ladder looking to be brought back into play, and Aggie is slowly getting to his feet. You don't want to let this big man up. Oh, the ladder trips him up. He's back down, clutching his knee. And we've finally got blood in this match, folks. Rolls out of the way, and again, this time the clown taking the ladder. And what a haymaker that was. Draping RA across the middle ropes. An avalanche slide takes the Redneck down. Rolls back in. The Clown, already wearing the crimson mask, adding a little bit more color to his face paint as RA takes back control. Rolls him up, hooks the leg. 2, and another kick out. Aggie fighting over that armbar and drives a huge, massive fist right into the mouth of Redneck Avenger. Throwing his body against the ropes. What's he looking to do next? Pacing around his opponent and drops the elbow. Renegade Warrior, boot to the face. Roll up. 1, 2. Easy kick out. Yes, all clowns do bleed at some point. And now working the big man's shoulder. Here we go. No, TKO avoided. But the Clown does not capitalize and gets sent to the corner. A little timeout is needed. Another Irish whip to the far corner. Misses the clothesline. And here we go. Going for the third ride of the evening. Choke slam. No laughing matter there. 2. Another kick out. Unbelievable. Quick, somebody get Aggie a Band-Aid and a lollipop. Oh. Look. Whoa. Beautiful reversal. Never count the Redneck Avenger down. Or out. Dropping that knee in the kidney of the Clown. Unbelievable. Yes, it was very humorous. Hook of the leg. 2. And another kick out by Aggie. Aggie easily escapes the head scissors. Another defense by RA and a huge blow to the ribs. Going for the slobber knocker and now skull-crushing finale. His face teeing off against the top of the ladder. 2. And a quick kick out before we hit 3. Oh, we don't use Band-Aids in Big Dog. It's super glue all the way, folks. Look at that face. If it wasn't hideous before, it makes a mama proud to see a clown bleed. And his mama's got to be very proud at the moment. Picks him up. Damn. Sends him crashing down. 1, 2, 3. No. 2. Here we go. Huge back body drop. Picking RA back up, but RA swipes the leg. The Clown's back in trouble. Knife edge chop avoided, but look at that throat thrust. Picking him up. And showing off his power once again is Aggie, the immortal Clown. And ends it with a suplex. Here we go. Going for the choke slam again. This has got to do it. This has got to be it. No. Wow. Redneck Avenger coming back with a huge back body drop. Eats a European uppercut, though. And look at the power of the Clown. Redneck Avenger, though, escapes. German suplex for the Clown's trouble. We thought we had a great tag team match earlier tonight. Look at this match here. This is by far the best singles competition we've had tonight. And he's got him hooked for that jackhammer once again. Damn, and plants him hard into the mat. 2. And there, no. Was that it? It looked like a kick out, folks. It was it. Redneck Avenger takes the win. And it's time, folks. It is main event time when we're going to be having champion versus champion. It is the Canadian champion, Buckshot, going one-on-one against Devilish, the YouTube heavyweight champion. If you thought this match was outstanding, I'm sure as hell betting Devilish is going to put on a show tonight as he faces fellow champion, Buckshot. Unbelievable. I did not expect Aggie to lose, but there's always a surprise in every match, just like there is always a surprise in every Cracker Jack box. And there's a celebration, folks. The Redneck Avenger stays on the main card for next week's show. Yes, it has. Blade Charge has been getting better and better as we go along, but we finally reached the main event of the evening. And no, this is not for the titles, folks. This is just champion versus champion. Who will be coming out the better champion? Is it the Canadian champion or is it the YouTube heavyweight champion? We're going to find that out during this match. It should be a slobber knocker. I seen that finisher there and I swore the clown kicked out. I swore. I think the ref just was too lazy to continue the match. Wrestling Mama cheering for Devilish. They look like brothers. Well, I was told by Buckshot tonight he wouldn't be wearing that 70s shitty suit that he's been wearing. He's coming out fighting tonight with his fighting clothes. We are at the 3-hour, 45-minute mark. Very good night for us. And I want to say thank you to everyone in the live stream. You guys are fucking awesome as always. Always. And the loading is done. Let's get our asses down to ringside. This is your main event of the evening, folks. This man here has accumulated so many federations in Wrestler Unstoppable, it even defies logic. But look at that cocky strut. The power walk of Buckshot. A whole new look this week. He is your Canadian champion. He is none other than Double O, Buckshot. Very cocky man. He thinks he owns it all. Stole that title from Stripper, also known as Texas Menace. Managed to retain it after a ladder match last week. Very proud of himself. Is that feud over? I don't know. But here he is. He is a twisted, demented mind beyond anyone else's. A creature unlike any other. A soul who has traveled all walks of life. One whom is called by many names from A to Z. Cross him and you will turn cold and have your head. Standing at an impressive 7 feet 1 inches tall, weighing in at 302 pounds, the ruler and only true king of hell, the devil himself, Devilish. He is our first YouTube champion. Has he been tested enough? And who will be in line to take that title away from him at Bloodsport? We're going to find out during the week, or I should say weekend. But so far, the darkness has been taking over the light here in Big Dog Wrestling. I was told we have too many heels, not enough baby faces. It just wasn't going to stay entertaining enough for the viewers. You know what I got to say about that? You got nothing on me if you can't work with a bunch of heels in a company. Buckshot with the Irish whip, sending Devilish out to the floor with a huge haymaker. And now stomping on the back of the YouTube champion. Devilish hasn't even been able to take off his vest yet. Here we go, lockup. Frankensteiner avoided. Turned into a power bomb. Damn, on that unforgiving concrete floor. And now dropping the legs into the crotch of Buckshot. Here we go, Devilish throwing him back inside the ring. Buckshot on the receiving end of a DDT. Here we go, picks up Buckshot. Struggling and pushes him away. Now an Irish whip hits the ropes over the top rope. Ah, stunner. Takes Buckshot down, the Canadian champ. Going up against a much powerful opponent. And he's known as Devilish. The ruler of hell itself, folks. Damn, I gotta change those moves up. And an elbow drop to the heart. The Canadian champion. Now, getting concussed on the arena floor. Lord Amadeus, welcome. And here we go. No, neck breaker avoided. Drop toe hold by Buckshot. And now looking for the Go-Go Plata, also known as Hell's Gate. He calls it the gates to his mansion. I don't know if that's something nasty he's talking about, but look at that reversal. Just dropping him flat on his back on the concrete floor. Cowboy John making a statement. Says the gold's going to look good paired with a rodeo buckle. Here we go. Sliding back into the ring, getting things back in control. And a huge boot to the ribs. And now to the chest of Devilish. Here we go. Irish whip into the turnbuckles. Did not expect this kind of fight. Look at that knee to the jaw. Short arm clothesline. And the Canadian champ is on fire. Reverse chin lock. Now with the knee buried deep into the back of Devilish. Devilish getting upset, says, screw you, Bucky. Reversal. Devilish back on his feet, goes for a TKO. Reversal by Buckshot. And now Buckshot has him up on his shoulders. Devilish frantically fighting out of it, driving those elbows into the face of the Canadian champ. Buckshot now. Damn. Roll over. Get a flatliner. Now a submission move applied, but the YouTube champ fires back with a huge elbow. And now clubbing the back of the Canadian champ, Buckshot, being brought up high. And there's your jackhammer, folks. Armbar. And Buckshot rolls out of it. You know what? You want to escape a move like that? Punching someone in the face. Gonna do that for you. Buckshot now. Irish whips Devilish into the turnbuckles. Picks the big man up. Drops him on the top rope. And going up high, folks. Huge back body suplex. Anthony Ryan cheering on Devilish to no avail. That rear naked choke. And there was a tap out. Oh, you got me pissed off, Devilish. What the fuck? I seen this man training all week in the gym, looked impressive, and this is what he brings me. He taps out to the Canadian champ. Unfucking believable. There you have it, folks. A turn of events I did not see coming. The Canadian champion taking the victory over the YouTube champ, Devilish. He is Buckshot. Caught the champ off guard. Unbelievable, folks. Now, yes, I believe he was a crooked ref. Unbelievable. Now, let me remind you, tomorrow, 6 p.m., the Saturday night special show coming to you live here on Pillar to Post. None other than Big Dog Wrestling representing. We're going to see what's going to go down between Cowboy John and Devilish. What do they have to announce, or what the hell is going on? At this point, I don't have a fucking clue. But I'm sure they've got better than what we just seen right there. A cheap victory by a fucking underhanded ref. Damn, I'm pissed. Have a good night, all. You guys have been awesome in the live stream, as always. I appreciate every single one of you guys turning in. Keep it up. Keep supporting your wrestlers and Big Dog Wrestling. We're going to keep on bringing you this every week, 3 days in a row, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Have a good night, all.